There are four types of loops in Java. You can say one category is known as a for loop. For loop is used when you know the fixed iteration. When you know the number of times you want to run the loop, at that time you can use the for loop. Another loop is that is you can say for each loop. For each loop is also used when you know the number of iteration or you know how many values are available. At that time you can use the for each. While loop is used when you know the termination condition, and do while is known as a post test loop. You can say that once it will execute the code and after that it will check for the condition. If the condition is fulfilled, then it will execute the same. First, I want to write the syntax of for loop over here. So for loop is very simple. Here you can write for, then you can write here initialization. After that, you can mention the second is that is condition. Condition will be in Boolean. In C language, here you can pass any non-zero expression or zero expression. But if it is a non-zero, then it will execute. If it is a zero, then for loop will be terminated. But in Java, you have to provide the condition. You can provide only Boolean value over here, either true or false. Then you can write increment, decrement over here. And here, if it is only one statement, then no need to write the curly braces. If it is more than one statement, then you can write the curly braces. And this is considered as a body part. Now, this is the initialization portion. You can say it will be executed only once. First time, whenever your loop will be started. Then after it will execute the condition. After executing the condition, if the condition is true, then it will execute the body part. After that, it will apply for the increment decrement. After increment decrement, it will check for the condition again. If the condition is true, then it will execute the body again. Then it will go for the increment decrement. Then it will check for the condition again. If the condition is true, then body. If the condition is false, then after for loop it will be executed. This is what the for loop is. What in the case of for each? In the case of for each, we can write the for directly. But what is the biggest benefit? We can write here any data type value. For example, I am writing here that is data type and variable, and you can pass here colon, and here you can pass any array variable, so simply it will run up to this length of this array variable and it will do all the tasks that whatever you want to do. For example, I have one wonderful example for the same. For I'm writing here string and I'm writing here name colon args. Now what is args? Args is my command line input. So what is the length of your command line input? For example, if it is a 5, then 5 times your name will be displayed every time. So again it is a fixed loop. You can say it is a for each loop. It is a fixed loop. This is your array variable. So this is the syntax. This is your array variable. And this is your normal variable. And you can say string is your data type, or you can say it is a class. So this is what the for loop is. Let me give the demonstration of the for loop first. So I'm just saving this program as that is for demo.java. I'm writing here class for demo. I'm writing here public static void main. Now I'm taking input from the user. So I'm writing here import statement that is java.util.scanner. Now here you can write you can create an instance of scanner. So I'm writing here scanner s is equal to new scanner, and you can pass system.in. Now here you can initialize your number, is equal to s dot next integer. So if user pass number is equal to, for example, 10, then I want to print the square and cube of each and every number. So it is very simple. Here you can write for integer I is equal to 1 and I want to run up to number. So I can write here I less than or equal to number I plus plus, and here you can print your I. So I'm just printing here, that is I, and here you can give some space. You can save this particular code and you can run over here, that is Java C, that is for demo.java. Now you can write Java for demo. So it will simply print all the numbers up to your number. For example, if I am passing 10, then it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here you can just write that system.out.print enter any number. So up to that, it will run. Now, I don't want to print only 10 numbers. I want to print the square of that particular number, as well as I want to print I multiply by I multiply by I. And as we all know, the precedence of operators, so I'm writing here, that is bracket. So here you can just concatenate it with the space, and after that I want to print a line, so I'm just writing here print ln. So whenever you compile this particular program, you will get the square and cube of the number up to that particular number that you have given. So I'm just providing here 20, then it will print 1 1 1 2 4 8. 20 square is 400 and cube is 8000. So you will get the square and cube of each and every number up to the number you have provided. This is the simple for loop. Sometimes people says that I want to print the ABCD. Can we? Yes, you can. For example, let me save this particular code as for demo2.java. Now, I don't want to create an object. I want to simply print a capital ABCD as well as small ABCD. So it is very simple. Here you can write character, and that is, for example, C is equal to 65, C less than or equal to 90, C plus plus. And here you can write system.out.print and you can write C. This is my for demo 2. You can save this and you can compile your program, that is Java C for demo2.java. And now you can write Java for demo 2. So it will simply print A, B, C, D, E, F, G up to A to Z in capital letters. You can just copy this and you can run again. So 65 is the ASCII of capital A and 97 is the ASCII of small a. So 97 to 122, if you print over here, then it will print the small ABCD, right? Here you can write system.out.println, so you will get the proper output over here. So you will get the ABCD in capital, ABCD in small. So even you can use the character data type in your for loop also. Sometimes people says that, sir, I want to execute the for each loop. How we can use the for each? So let me save this particular code, and the demo is for demo3.java. Now I want to use the for each loop. So you can write here, that is for, and you can write string name colon args. So args is what? Args is the input from the user, and that is command line input, and it is an array. So your up to your array length, this loop will be executed, and for each argument, arg 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, each and every argument will be passed in the name every time. So here you can write hello and you can concatenate a name. So you will get the message that hello and the given name. So example Java C. Let me save this program as for demo3. Now I am compiling this Java C for demo 3 dot Java. Now you can write Java for demo 3. And here you can provide the value, for example, Amar, Akbar, Anthony. And you will get the message, hello Amar, hello Akbar, hello Anthony. So this is, you can say, that is your for each loop. We will discuss about the for each loop whenever we will discuss about the array. So whenever I will use the array, at that time I will discuss again about the for each loop. You can also do the nested loop of the for. So let me save this program as for demo 4. So I want to now give you demonstration of the nested for loop. So how we can do this? Very simple. Suppose I want to create an instance of scanner. So I'm writing here scanner s equal to new scanner. And here you can pass, that is system dot in. Now I'm asking to the user that system dot out dot print enter any n. Now I'm writing here integer n is equal to s dot next integer. So it will get the input from the user, and up to that input I want to run the nested loop and I want to print the triangle. So I can write here integer I equal to, for example, 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Here you can write for j equal to 1, j less than or equal to n, j plus plus. So if you write here j less than or equal to n, then suppose if it is a 5, then 5 by 5 you will get the star. So you will get the, you can print here system.out.print star, and here you can write system.out.print line. So you will get the, suppose if your input is 5, then you will get the 5 by 5, that is matrix type star. So let me compile this program Java C for demo 4 dot Java. So I need to declare here variable that is j. So I can write here that is integer j is equal to. Now let me compile this program Java C for demo 4. Now I can write here Java C for demo 4 and it will print. Suppose if I am providing 5, then 5 by 5 matrix type, that is tabular star, will be displayed. But I want to display only one star first line. In the second line I want the 2. In the third line I want the 3. In the fourth line I want the 4. And in the fifth line I want the 5. It means whenever the I is incremented, I want to run the j up to I. So I can write here j less than or equal to I. So if you write here j less than or equal to I, then your triangle will be displayed. So this is what the nested loop is. Now I want to develop a simple program, and that I want to check that the given number is prime or not. So what is the logic to check the given number is prime or not? So it is very simple. You can start your loop from, that is, for example, if my number is equal to, that is, for example, 13. Now I want to check that the 13 is prime or not. So I can start my loop from 2 to number divided by 2. So 13 divided by 2, it will be 6. So I can run my loop up to 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. If 13 is divisible by any of this number, 13 is divisible by 2? No. If 13 is divisible by 3? No. 13 is divisible by 4? No. 13 is divisible by 5? No. 13 is divisible by 6? No. If 13 is not divisible by any of this number, then you can say the given number is a prime. And if it is divisible by any of this number, then it is a not prime. So what is the logic for this? So it is very simple. You can just write your loop, that is for integer I is equal to 2, I less than or equal to number divided by 2. So if your number is 13, 13 divided by 2, so it will be 6. Suppose if your number is 2, 2 divided by 2, that will be 1. right? So up to that particular loop, it will be run. Now, if my number modulo by I equal 0, if number modulo by I equal 0, by default we will declare what? Boolean prime is equal to true. So by default prime is true. If number modulo I equal 0, then we will declare here that is prime is equal to false. Why? Because if number is divisible, then it is not prime. No need to write else. This is simple if. After the end of the loop, if it is a still prime, if it is a still true, then you can say the given number is prime. Else we can say given number is not prime. So let me write the code for the same. So I'm just saving this program as that is 4demo5.java. I want to take the input from the user, so I'm just writing here integer n. Now I'm declaring here variable that is boolean prime is equal to true. So by default the prime variable is true. Now I'm writing here for integer I is equal to 2, I less than or equal to n by 2, I plus plus. So loop will be run up to n by 2. If number is divisible by I equal to 0, then it is not prime. So if the number is divisible, then prime will be false. Here we will just print what? If it is a prime, then we will simply print that n is a prime number. And in else case, we will simply print that is not prime number. You can declare the class that is 4demo5. You can simply compile this particular code that is 4demo5.java. Now you can write 4demo5. Now it is asking me the number. For example, I am now entering the number that is 51. 51 is not prime. 51 is not prime. Why? Because 17 multiplied by 3 is equal to 51. But suppose if you pass here, that is for example 37, then 37 is a prime number. Suppose if you pass here 13, it is a prime. Suppose if you pass here 6 is not a prime. Now I want to display all the prime up to given number. For example, if the number is over here that is 100, then I want to print all the prime between 1 to 100 up to 100. So how we can do this? Very simple. You can save this program as 4demo6.java. Here you can write 4demo6. Now if user input is 100, then I want to print all the prime up to 100. So how we can do this? It is very simple. This is my inner loop. Now I am declaring here one more loop, and that is what? For example, for j is equal to, let me write here 4, this is my n, so I am writing here 4 integer number is equal to, now I want to print all the number from 2 to 100. So number less than n, number plus plus, less than or equal n, number plus plus. Inside this particular loop, you can write your code. So instead of passing only one number, now we will pass the number every time. So let me save this. What happened in this particular code? You can check. See, this is integer I, so it will run up to 2 to n by 2. What is n? Not n, we will write here that is number by 2. Here we will write if the number modulo I equal to 0, then it is not prime. If it is a prime, then simply print the number. And if it is not prime, then no need to print the number. So this is my simple loop. So here you can write java c 4demo6.java. You can run Java 4 demo 6. Now it is asking me number n. For example, I am writing here 50. Then it will print what? That is n. I don't want to print n. I want to print the number. I don't want to print the n. I want to print the number. So here you can compile your code and you can run, for example, 50. Then it will print all the prime number up to 50. Here you can give some space. So it will look properly. So here you can recompile your code and you can pass the input, for example 50. Then these are the all the numbers, that is you can say prime numbers up to 1 to 50. Suppose if you pass here 100, then it will print all the prime numbers up to 1 to 100. So this is the way you can use the nested loop. This is the for inside for with if condition.